Wow, we have official info from DoorDash on a brand new earnings opportunity for you as a Dasher. Basically, just updated within 24 to 48 hours after we saw emails coming in to select marketplaces about this new, it was called non-delivery opportunities. And there's a lot of speculation. Well, I'm going to get paid for a non-delivery opportunity. What can that be on DoorDash? We have an answer today. This is going to be your complete guide, at least everything that we know right now. Officially called DoorDash Dasher Tasks. So in this video, what are tasks? What am I going to be asked to do and you? How much time is it going to take? Problems? Can it opt out? And of course, how much am I going to get paid for Dasher Tasks? This is what it's called. So drop a like on this video if you appreciate me bringing this to you first. Dasher Tasks. So we have an official name now. Here's the email that was just sent out today. This is a follow-up to an email sent basically on Wednesday, maybe Thursday. This is happening right now. Let's review. Congrats. You're eligible for this new earnings opportunity. Hello, Dasher. You're receiving this email because you are a trusted, high-quality Dasher selected to be a part of DoorDash's pilot program offering exclusive new earnings opportunities. I'm going to give my insights after this, but let's just read through this first here. When can I receive these tasks? That's the official name here. While dashing during the week leading up to July 4th, 2024, you may receive offers with pay details to go to certain merchants to ask for their Independence Day, 4th of July, store hours. Comment in the live chat or down below if you're watching the replay how you feel about this. Most of these tasks will be released on July 2nd through the 3rd, because obviously they want these hours for July 4th. How do I accept and complete these tasks? If accepted, your Dasher app will navigate you to the merchant and surface instructions for completing the task. That's not it though. Stay tuned. Once at the store, it should take a few minutes to get the holiday hours, which we will validate after you complete the task. Why am I doing these tasks? You can now play a part to help your fellow Dashers. For every store you submit accurate hours for, you will save on average 2 store closed cancellations for Dashers and customers. Note, your input will be used to help us update store hours and impact store operations, so please ensure their accuracy. So stage 1, whatever you want to call it, of these new Dasher tasks, I'm going to go to a merchant in the coming week, by the way. So let me know if you have this email in the live chat or the comment section. Hey, merchant. Hey, I'm just a Dasher. Hi, from DoorDash. I'm just verifying your hours for like next week or whatever for July 4th. And then you'll get how much money though. It's a non-delivery. That's it. That is it. So here's what I saw that was most important for my takeaway. When, you can see highlighted in green there, it's coming up here, and it should only take a few minutes. But look at the top as well in that blue section. You're receiving this email because you are a trusted, high-quality Dasher selected to be a part of this pilot program. So what is a trusted, high-quality Dasher? So maybe also share with us what's your current rating? What's your current stats? So they're sending this to like what? The highest trusted, I don't know. Trust to me, it means like your completion rate is like almost perfect. Like you never cancel an assignment or I don't know. That coupled with probably your lifetime deliveries, maybe. But that's who's going to get this. Let's continue. On the same email, it continues. Here's the order screen, folks. Drop a like on this video, please. For me bringing this to you first, all I do here is help you make money in different side hustles. Here's the order screen. The accept screen will specify verify store holiday hours as outlined here. If you have any questions, please reference our FAQ page or email, etc. If you wish to opt out of these additional earnings opportunities, fill out this form. So if you got the email 1 and this email number 2 this week, so check your email and let me know if you have this, you're automatically opted in. So do you have any problems going to a merchant and just saying like, hey, I'm from DoorDash, what are your holiday hours? But is the pay going to be worth it, right? Let me reiterate, you're automatically opted in. Now, let's pay attention to the order request screen here. So, looks very similar, right? Let's just go top down here. $7.09 guaranteed in the pay card right here. Okay. 2.5 miles. Fine. That's a great dollars to mile ratio, but I'm sure that's going to vary. They're not all going to be like high paying offers. Okay. Same kind of thing. The quote time, 12 minutes. Cool. Complete by 2:28 p.m. in this example. Cool. The time on the upper left of that screenshot is just, it's inaccurate because they're probably charging their phone, and that's what Apple does. Then we have the restaurants, or I would assume the store. Verify store holiday hours that I highlighted in yellow. And there's a special card. It says no pickup or delivery required. This is the first time that I've seen from DoorDash, certainly. And I'm trying to think on Uber Eats, Grubhub, there's packages, but it's still some kind of delivery, right? This is kind of, and correct me if I'm wrong, please, in the live chat or the comment section, the first time I'm seeing a non-delivery from anyone in the delivery space that's not a mystery shopping app like Field Agent or Benchmark, I think it was. Bestmark was the other one for mystery shopping. Okay, look at what's at the bottom here in green. Declining will not affect your acceptance rate. Declining will not affect your acceptance rate. A lot of people were asking for that. They're like, yeah, I do it, whatever this task is, as long as it doesn't affect my acceptance rate. Why? Because a lot's been going on with acceptance rate on DoorDash, Dasher rewards. Dude, I'm already trying to manage a 50% AR on shop and deliver on earn per offer, standard restaurant runs, grocery shopping, whatever else. And now this, good news if you're worried about that, does not affect your acceptance rate at the time of filming, okay? So there it is again, the offer card, restaurant or store, verify store holiday hours, no pickup or delivery required. So quickly here, announce via email within the last really 24 hours. What is it? We're confirming holiday store hours. When most requests are coming up next week, right? That's next week. Yep. Through July 4th. Now, hang with me here. I know you're thinking like, oh, that's it? Like, no, that's not it. We're going to go over the actual support page because there's other clues and we didn't even go over the pay. So hang with me here. When next week, how asking merchants about store hours following the prompt, earn a minimum of $5, no delivery required. Okay. Now, let me show you more details on this, okay? Because here's our actual support page. Let's go through this. Minimum of $5, but there's more to that, okay? This was not here yesterday. This brand new support page for what's being called, folks, Dasher Tasks. Dasher Tasks just announced. So there's a lot of good info right here, and let's go over what they say. Overview, this is a new earnings opportunity for Dashers and will help make our platform better. On major holidays, some stores do not update their hours in the app, leading to customers placing orders and Dashers being assigned to them and needing to cancel when they arrive at a closed store. You will get partial pay for that. You just got to take a picture of the restaurants and or the hours to confirm they are in fact actually closed. By helping us collect these hours in advance, we can update them on behalf of the merchant and protect both customers and Dashers from wasted time. So they said every one of these that you do, you're saving a Dasher and customer 2 restaurant cancellations. So these tasks. What are Dasher tasks? Why am I getting assigned to this? We are beginning to offer, again, the verbiage here, trusted, high-quality Dashers like yourself, additional non-food delivery related earnings opportunities that are designed to improve the quality of experience for our users. As part of our pilot test, if you do not wish to complete this task, you can decline it without hurting your acceptance rate. Again, something that Dashers were asking for. How will Dasher tasks affect my acceptance rate? For now, Dasher task will not impact your overall acceptance rate. Accepting a task will not increase your acceptance rate, nor will declining it decrease your acceptance rate. So it's literally like just a net neutral, does not affect your acceptance rate either way. But I, just paused on that there because it says, for now, what do you think? Can you comment in the live chat or the comment section? Is this going to be extended? This is a pilot, so it's just a test. And it's a test for July 4th holiday hours. But it says, for now, it won't affect your acceptance rate. So might it be expanded here? Next, right here. Can I opt out of receiving these tasks in the future? If you wish to opt out of receiving tasks, please fill out this form. We will process the request within 1 to 3 business days. I mean, sweet. I don't know why it takes 1 to 3 business days, guys. I mean, we have like Dasher preferences in some markets. I think they started rolling that out. If I could just like toggle something on and off, add this to Dasher preferences. Why does it take 1 to 3 days? I mean, whatever, but maybe you don't want to opt out on that. Okay, don't immediately opt out. All right, let's go through the rest of this here because you don't even have to make a delivery. It's literally not A to B. It's just A, and then I get paid. You don't got to go to a customer's location. That sounds pretty good, but let's continue. What if the Dasher wants to unassign from the task? What if you want to unassign or cancel after accepting? You can unassign yourself in the support workflow by clicking the help button, selecting which issue you're encountering, i.e. the issue with the store or issue with task. Briefly tell us why you want to unassign and click continue. You will receive half pay, and this will not affect your completion rates. I almost don't want to say it, guys. Should I say it? I feel like I gotta say it. Is that a little oversight? I mean, if you're giving a Dasher half pay for accepting and then canceling, and it doesn't affect your completion rates, which you have to maintain, what is it, 95, I think, in some markets, 90% in the other markets to avoid deactivation. Look for that changing, because if you can just if you can accept it and then unassign it and get half pay, that's a big loophole, guys. I try to give you a neutral stance here, okay? Do not abuse that, folks. Don't abuse it. Not my fault if your account gets deactivated for fraud. Don't abuse that. You heard it here, okay? Don't. Something else, if you have additional questions, email this. Cool. So the task right now is this: store hour collection task. So what's the purpose of collecting store hours? And listen, I know we went over the email. This is their official support page from DoorDash. There's other things in here that tip off where this could be going and pay. So hang with me here. Drop a like on this video. Consider subscribing. Appreciate you being here, folks. Excuse me. Could not get to that mute button fast enough. For major holidays, some stores do not submit updated hours, store closures in time, so customers order from them when they're actually closed. We do not want DX, a little typo there or something. I'm going to assume that means drivers or partners or dashers. Oh, they did abbreviate. It does mean dashers. Okay, cool, guys. And because they abbreviated merchants right here, MX. I don't know. Maybe is that a typo or they just want to abbreviate. We do not want dashers like yourself to get assigned to these orders, drive to the merchant only to find the merchant is closed, and be forced to cancel and receive half pay. By helping us collect these hours ahead of time, we can accurately update the store hours on behalf of the merchant and prevent this from happening. I love this here. The word script that's next. What is the best way to go about asking for store hours? And it sounds funny, but my new starter kit for you, if you're getting started in these side hustles, if you're like kind of like spinning your tires, you don't really think it's going anywhere, and you need to know the best practices, because frankly, you do, look for that. Side hustle starter kit coming in a couple of weeks here. Just sign up for updates, yourdrivermike.com/newsletter. In that, I have word scripts for you for like a lot of different niches. How about this one? Hi, I'm a dasher for DoorDash, and DoorDash has sent me here to confirm your holiday hours on blank holiday name. If your store is closed or your hours are reduced, we can help update them for you accordingly. So that's the recommended copy or script from DoorDash. What do you think about that? Okay. Ding, ding. Oh, they're like flying. They're like super busy at a Chipotle. And you can say, hey, I'm a dasher from DoorDash. DoorDash just sent me to confirm your holiday hours for July 4th. If your store is closed or your hours are reduced, we can help update them for you accordingly. That last part's a little wordy, like in real life. I would just say, hey, I'm from DoorDash. I just got an assignment to confirm your holiday hours for July 4th. And then you can say, are you guys closed? Are you open? Are you closed or do you have modified hours? That might be a good one. Are you closed or do you have modified hours? Because it's guiding them to answer like what we're actually looking for. It's the same thing as what they recommended, but I think it sounds a little more natural. Are you guys closed or do you have modified hours? And then you should be able to update them in the actual task. Let's continue. What if the merchant doesn't know what their holiday hours are, or the employee is being difficult? Oh, this is great. Let's role play A and B here, okay? Slash doesn't speak English. Well, that's valid. If the merchant does not know, you can select staff doesn't know yet, where you will also be able to provide additional details of the issue. So here's an example of that. Let me show you here. Selecting the lowest resolution example possible. Thank you, DoorDash. Verify store holiday hours. So here's the actual task, what it's going to look like. Speak with a staff member and fill in their answers below. Is this Sweet Green location open on Memorial Day, Monday, May 27th? Yes, no, staff doesn't know. Add more details. Let us know what the staff member said. Now, let's go back to the actual question here. If they don't know, so if they don't know or they're being difficult, like you can literally go in there, and most times like an associate's not going to like necessarily know everything that's going on. They might have like local deliveries. They have Uber Eats. They have DoorDash. They have Grubhub. They have some of these other platforms. They're like, what are you doing? You're confirming our hours? No. I'm not telling you that. Or they may say like, listen, dude, I'm busy. I don't know. And they're just like flying by. Well, you don't have a pickup? Well, what are you here for? You're here for verifying store hours? Yeah, we're open, but I don't know the time. You're going to have to talk to the manager. We are open, or we haven't decided yet, I mean, it's going to happen. Like some people will be like, oh yeah, we're actually open till 5 instead of 9 p.m. that day. Thanks for checking. And it's super seamless. But on the other end, certainly you'll have people that are like, what? Like you're not from DoorDash. Like, you don't even have an order. What is this? And they're a little skeptical. There is some help for you later on this site that'll help with that, but it's not fail safe. So stay tuned here. And you can put in here, staff doesn't know, or, and then put the notes in there. I'd recommend be as detailed as possible. I would say, honestly, this is going to be internal. They've agreed to DoorDash's terms of service, the merchant. Whatever. I would put the staff's name if you can. Okay. If DoorDash advises otherwise, I'll leave it in a pinned comment or something. But like, I spoke to Chad. He mentioned he didn't know, but he thinks they're open until 5 p.m. Need to check with manager. Manager currently not in for the day. Okay. Spoke with Jill. Was rushed and did not give me enough time to clarify. Stated she did not think I was with DoorDash, even after showing the letter of acceptance. And that's what I'm talking about. I'll get into what that is a little bit later. Or let's see, what else? Spoke to Roberts, confirmed hours were closing at 5 p.m. instead of 9 p.m., but not 100% sure. Because you don't want to put in there like, yeah, they're open. And then they're like, dude, we never told them that. Just saying, you can list a name if you happen to get a name. Don't press them for the name if they don't want to give their name, okay? But I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Knock on wood, right? Let's continue. How much will I get paid for completing this store task? After completing this task, you'll be compensated at least $5, depending on the distance you have to travel. If you have to unassign the task, you will receive half pay. Only unassign if you have to. I mean, frankly, the only reason you have to unassign is like problems getting there, like crazy traffic, construction, car problems, because literally as soon as you get there, flag down an associate, flag down a staff member. I mean, if you literally can't find a staff member, but that's kind of like, come on, like you should be able to find somebody. If it's a busy, fancy restaurant, I've had that. If it's fast food, I've had that. I've had everything in between. Bring your bag in, because if you are just wearing like regular clothes, obviously it might look a little weird. Hey, I'm with DoorDash and definitely not a competitor. What are your hours again? Not a competitor. I'm definitely with DoorDash, So they might be like, what? Maybe bring your bag in, just add a little bit of credence there. Okay, but at least $5 though. Is that worth it? And it says here, look at the next line. It should take about 2 to 5 minutes to complete. If the merchant's busy, it might take a little bit longer to collect hours. Because what they might do is when you get in there, like, hey, I'm from DoorDash. My name is Mike. I'm just confirming the store hours for next July 4th. They may say, oh yeah, just 1 second. I need to ask the manager. And then they disappear and then they'll come back. So it might take a little bit longer than 5 minutes. But think about it. If it takes 10 minutes for $5, you're still trending towards like $30 an hour. Yeah. So it's kind of worth it as long as it takes less. Well, ideally, obviously, the less time, the better. Now, granted, you'd want it to take 10 minutes cumulative or less because you have to drive there. But then there's no driving after that. So try to do that. If it's 10 minutes or less cumulative, the whole thing for $5, it's worth it. But remember, it could be more than $5. Yeah, let me show you this again. That's DoorDash's example. So it very well, look, this is, what is this? So 12 minutes, can we do the math on that? So $7, 709 divided by 12 minutes. Estimate, so times 5, times 10 minutes. Yeah. So this would be, if it's 709 for 12 minutes, it would be like $5.90 for 10 minutes, if I'm doing the calculations correct. I'm not a math person. Anyway, let's continue. Obviously, the faster, the better. Cool. What if the merchant, provides me wrong information? We just mentioned like, well, they may not know. So let's find out. We will reach out to the merchant to verify that you visited the store to confirm the hours. If the merchant confirms they provided the wrong information to you that you end up submitting, you will not be penalized for it. If any abuse from your end is detected, you will not be eligible for other task-related earnings opportunities. Whoa, that says a lot. Okay, so if the merchant confirms they provided the wrong information that you ended up submitting, you will not be penalized for it if any abuse on your end is detected. Okay, so it doesn't say anything about deactivations. This is a new thing, so I can't imagine they would be like, yeah, they're not going to terminate you for a simple mistake on a brand new feature, so don't worry about that. And I'll follow this for you. If it changes, I'll let you know. So that's another reason why you should like almost over document. Say, again, spoke with Alice in front of house, they call it, or like in front area of restaurant. Spoke for approximately 5 minutes. She was in a rush, but she told me that they're open until 5, but wasn't sure. You can, as long as they're not being super rude, you could just ask how would we say this tactfully? Because I don't want to say like, are you sure? Like, yeah, I work here. Let's see. But I don't know. Just think about that. I think maybe a way of saying, like, are you sure, without saying like, are you sure? We'll think about that one. Maybe we'll talk about that down below in the comments. But yeah, just don't. Obviously, look, just don't abuse anything on any app at any time on any platform. Okay, I should go stand to reason here. Okay, I don't want you to lose your account or something dumb because there's abuse on your end. Be like, oh, LOL, they said they were like closed and they didn't, and you just said that because you're making it up because you literally just drove by the restaurant, you parked for a second, and then you just like punched in some made up thing. I don't think you're going to do that, but please don't abuse anything. Okay. Something else brand new. Check this out. This is shelf photo tasks. Something else that is brand new. This is the first time we're seeing it in this support article. What is the purpose of taking shelf photos? What do you think of this so far? What do you think of this Dasher tasks? $5 minimum, but it only should take 2 to 5 minutes, ideally. Is that worth it? Would you mind doing it? Can you please comment in the live chat or the comment section? I'm definitely going to take your Q&A after this video, or down below if you're watching in the replay. What do you think so far? Because here's something brand new. What is the purpose of taking shelf photos? Oh, it's exactly what you think it is. By taking photos of the shelves, you are helping the store and our customers understand what items are available and what items are out of stock. This helps customers order what is actually available in the store, preventing poor customer experiences and order cancellations. It also saves time for other Dashers from trying to pick items that are sold out. What if the merchant approaches me and asks me to stop taking photos? Like, dude, what are you doing? Like, oh, I'm from DoorDash. They wanted me to take the shelf photo assignment thing. Like, yeah, don't do that. Oh boy. The merchant should already have been informed that you will be in the store. If they still object, listen to this. Please show them the letter of approval found in the DoorDash app. This is the first and only place that we hear about this thing. If the merchant still insists, we leave the store and contact support. So again, if you're approached by staff, you're like, what I would think you should do first is they're like, are you taking photos? You're like, oh, I'm Mike with DoorDash. I'm a Dasher. I have a shelf photo assignment where we're just double checking store inventory. It still doesn't sound great because it sounds like mystery shopper stuff, like for competitors. But I don't know. Bring your bag if you want. If you really want to wear the shirt, you can wear the shirt. But again, if someone approaches you, same thing, just identify yourself. Oh, hey, I'm Mike. I'm a DoorDash Dasher. I got an assignment to take photos of your inventory just to help on the merchant and customer platform. Just like that. Like, well, I don't want you taking pictures. He's like, I understand. I was told, say that again. Say, I was told to reference this letter of approval and then show them that. This is just a heads up for you that your store or it's probably going to be a store. It's not a restaurant, I wouldn't imagine. That your store, your location has given us the green light, has approved shelf photos. Don't say audits. I think that's a little, it sounds like, it sounds a little intimidating. So again, let's summarize that. Hey, what are you doing? Are you taking pictures? Yes, don't hide behind, just say, yes, I'm taking pictures. I'm Mike, I'm a DoorDash Dasher. I got an assignment to take shelf photos. That's basically going to confirm inventory on the merchant and customer side. Yeah, well, I really don't want you taking photos. No, understandable. I was told to reference this letter of approval, show them the letter. That just gives us the heads up, or that just gives us a heads up that your store has given us approval to check inventory. Or that just gives me a heads up that you guys gave us the green light to check inventory. Okay. And then again, if they're like, well, yeah, I'm not familiar. They'll probably say like, I'm not familiar with that because this is new. I'm not familiar with that. I don't think our manager is going to want you to do that. Or I'm going to have to get the manager I don't think they want you doing that, or just straight up like, I don't care. Just stop taking, just end it right there. Okay. No, understandable. I apologize. I can certainly conclude this task. Just say that. Again, hey, understandable, especially because it's a new feature. You can say that. Hey, understandable, especially as it's a new feature. We just learned about it this week. I can certainly end the task. Something like that. Don't escalate. It's not worth it for like $5. And then, like they say here, always contact support. While it's fresh in your mind, pause the dash, explain exactly how the conversation went. Be like, don't ever attack the staff or anyone in your chat with support. Just be professional and neutral. Simply explain what happened. And what's going to happen is DoorDash is just going to pay you in part or in full, and then they'll just probably reach out to the merchant. They'll say, hey, we got a report a Dasher was trying to do a shelf photo, or what we call shelf photo tasks. It's a new feature and they'll explain it, what it is. As you might have been informed, we do have a letter of approval from your location given that you've completed before we were able to send shelf photo tasks. Okay. So it's letting, they'll probably send that to management, or the manager will read it and they'll say like, hey, DoorDash will be like, hey, you've already approved us to do this. Because chances are they have to accept that letter of approval first before DoorDash would send these tasks to the location. I don't know. That's just me guessing right there. Okay. So that is the end of this support article. Again, if you're just joining, this was added basically in the last 24 hours. We kind of learned two things here. So we learned about verifying store hours for holidays, and we just learned about shelf photos and how to manage that. I will leave the support article linked down below in the description. This is for now on a pilot basis. So you have to get the email. If you don't get the email saying like, hey, this stuff is coming or it's here, don't worry about it. You don't have it. It's a pilot program. Now, my takeaways is that we saw some verbiage that in their support page, it referenced like any holidays. Like I'll show you the example here. So I'm anticipating this will continue past July 4th. I'm anticipating this is going to be more of a standard thing, possibly. I don't know. Because it says right here, DoorDash has sent me to confirm your holiday hours on blank. And it references just general holiday name, which again makes me kind of think that they're going to do this for like other holidays. I don't think you're going to get a ton of these, because how many audits do they really need to do? They might send like 2 Dashers in there, 3 Dashers in 1 week to confirm. Like how many Dashers do you need to confirm these hours? But if there's like, what do you think? 100 plus 200 partners in each sub marketplace where you typically drive, then that's maybe what 600 to 900 new offer opportunities. I'm just guessing there on frequency. But let me know down below in the comments section. Please drop a like on this video. Consider subscribing. All I do is help you make money in different side hustles. Get that free newsletter, yourdrivermic.com/newsletter. I'm thinking for $5, it's literally point A. There's no point B anymore. It's just like go to the merchant, boom, there it is. I think it's an easy $5. I think that their support page right now gives good info. It has the word script in there. It has shelf photos as well. I think that's, there's going to be some challenges with it. It's new. It might be a little awkward, especially if like the store or restaurant's not familiar with it, because you will get that. It's brand new. Guaranteed DoorDash is sending out info. They've already probably sent out info to these merchants, but everyone's busy. I get that. But let me know what you think down below in the comments on this new feature, Dasher Tasks, coming out right now.